Do you have a child who has a hard time opening up to you and talking to you about their feelings? I have 7 suggestions, and I've used them all at different times when I felt my children were struggling to express themselves. 1, you want your child to talk to you? Body language and eye contact. You got to get down to one knee or sit down and make that eye-to-eye contact with them. And also that physical contact of holding their shoulders or even holding their hand. Number 2, and this is one of my most used techniques, I would say to them, I see that you're feeling sad. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most sad and 1 being the least, how sad are you? You have to understand something. Children often have a better time using a number than they do using their words. And you don't have to ask why, even though you're dying to. Basically, you're just validating their feelings, and you say to them, when you're ready to talk about it, I'm here to listen. And number 3 is role modeling. I always say this, but if you want your children to open up and be expressive, you have to also. So you can say things like, hey, I'll tell you about how my day went, and then you can tell me about yours. Number 4 is engage during playtime, because some children will be more open when they're playing with you. For example, very touchy subject with my son one day. I wanted to talk to him about how he felt about us moving away. So I took him to a park, and I did it while we were kicking the soccer ball. I literally said, every time I kick the soccer ball past you, I get to ask you a question. And you could do the same. Here's a tip though. You can't just ask them yes, no questions all the time. Here's an example. Do you want to change schools? Versus, how would you feel if you changed schools and met new friends? And number 5 is drawing. Ask your child to draw you a picture of something that might be troubling them. It's called art therapy, and you don't have to be a therapist to know if something's wrong. Number 6 is role playing. Back in the day, I would ask my kids to use their toys, like their action figures, stuffed animals, dolls, to tell me how they're feeling. I would say, how is Michael feeling about whatever sensitive topic? It's amazing how kids can use their imagination to reveal their feelings. Number 7, children are often afraid to open up because of how you might react. So always remind your children that you are there for them whenever they need you, and your job is to listen. Any suggestions? You know I read them all.